The dossier that we've just been reviewing here, it was prepared by an international attorney for Chief Richard Dickey Grass, and that's what he was striving for, is independent nation status that we've been focusing on here through these conclusions that were presented here. Since his death, Canupa Gluha has agreed to and stepped in to take his place, and he's already taken steps to receive international recognition for the Lakota as an independent nation. He's established a international ID passport that has diplomatic status and gives you all rights as any other diplomat of any other country. And he's also received approval, and recognition from the United Nations to receive assistance. And so he's willing and determined and has a firm conviction that this needs to be carried forward, and he's willing to do this. Independent nation status has never been relinquished by the Lakota. International law recognizes that, and still maintains it, that we still maintain it, and Vienna Convention supports it, and it's also the opinion of international attorneys that this needs to be reinstated. Reinstatement only requires a declaration of independence. Doesn't require the United Nations approval, International Court of Justice ruling, approval of other nations. It just requires an assertion, declaration by the Lakota, and the follow-through of negotiations with the United States. Dependency on the federal government denies the Lakota of self-sufficiency. Denies us the use of the benefits the use of our resources, the natural resources, and the benefits that it provides, and control of these resources, control of jurisdiction within the borders, and it contributes to economic deprivation. It's also, reliance on the federal government is also genocide. It slowly erodes the culture and tradition of the people to where eventually they will just be diminished to the point to where everything will just be a token. You see that it's happened, with many other indigenous nations, and that's just what happens under this regime. So the question remains, do we want to remain dependent and economically disadvantaged? Do we want to continue to be perceived as inferior and to have this inferiority complex within the people? Because we're under the dependent nation status, the words of the government, we are inferior. It's always going to be that way. Or do we want to raise up on an equal level? Have control of our resources and revenue and jurisdiction within our borders, and provide our own economic self-sufficiency. All these violations of international law demand to be answered, and it's the duty of the Lakota to seek for return of all the land and authority over it. All this land has been unjustly and wrongfully taken, and this is all substantiated by these international law conclusions, and so that's the course we're on. And if you can't participate in actions that are going to be taking in this direction, then maybe you can contribute in some other way, financially or verbally supporting it. However, if you can't do any of those things, then it would probably be in your interest not to oppose it. I know that tribal employees and leaders and so on are bound to abide by oaths taken, not to get involved in politically political areas that are against the guidelines and views of the federal government. So we can't expect them to, or you, if you're one of them, to participate. So I just ask that you not oppose this effort. So I'm going to leave you with that, and hope you will do the right thing that will benefit the people. Salamat, Matakriyas.